Hello everyone, welcome to Edu Insight, empowering minds and enriching lives. Today in this video, we are going to study about our chapter with the photographer written by Stephen Leacock. So, what is there in this story? Poet focuses mainly on self-image, authenticity. Here he want to express that there is the story goes that there is a person who wants his photograph to be taken, and he is a 40-year-old man. And why he want his photograph? Because he want to see, like, after his death he want to give that photograph to his friends so that they can remember him. By looking at that photograph they can remember him, so he want a photograph to be taken. So for this, usually what we do, we click with our cameras, but actually it is the time, this time when we are talking about, so it was a time in past. So here that time technology was not so advanced, so people used to go to photo studio to get them clicked. So in photo studio earlier, photo studios was they were like dark rooms. Everywhere it was a black curtains were there. So same way when he went there, so he also find that everything is dark there, and there was a person grouping man sitting there in a grey suit with a dim eye of a natural scientist. But looking at him, it seems that he is like a scientist and he is so involved into his work that he don't even look to this person who enters there in the studio. He just only says to him, you just sit there and wait. He didn't give much importance to him because he was busy in doing something. Okay, so there this person, he waited there for around 1 hour. He had read many magazines and all books were kept there, so he read all these magazines and journals. Then he was not able to keep silent. Okay, why? Because it seems as if when he is sitting there, so he is not required there at that place, and he is disturbing this scientific person. Who is the scientific person? The photographer. Okay, so after an hour, the photographer, he opened the inner door and he come inside, and he said to him that you come inside. Okay, then he went into that studio where, and what he saw there, I told you that he saw that there was everywhere, it was a black sheet that was covering the sunlight and all. So everywhere that the studio was dark from inside. Yeah. So same way when he went there, to the person, the photographer, he looked at him and he says that your face is quite wrong. Means there is something that is not required, or something is there that you lack. So everywhere he was just pointing this person that you have so many lackings are there, your face is wrong, quite wrong. To this person, he just simply nodded his head and said yes. Then again he says, he started pointing out various mistakes in his face. Okay, so he was not happy with these mistakes, but he was okay. It would be better if your face would be 3/4 full. And then initially, though, the person was okay with all the mistakes what he was counting, with the photographer what he was counting all the mistakes on his face, he was okay with them. But later on, then he said that you need to hold your face like this. I have seen many faces, but your face is about very different. And so he made various poses with him, that you pose in this way, you look like that way, you sigh like this way, open your mouth, close your mouth. So many instructions were given by this photographer to the person. Your ears are bent, droop them little more, your eyes roll them under the lids and all. So various instructions were given by him. But at last, after keeping patience for long, this person, he lost his patience. He was not able to keep his patience up to the mark. He was not able to sit there for a long period, but he was waiting that this session should end and he should go back. Then photographer, he said that okay, I have to make various changes by using this they'll fight and all. I have to make various changes in your photograph because you lack this, you have this, you have that. So he was telling him, okay, so he told him that you better you come on Saturday to take your photograph. So this person, he went away from that place, and then when this person he went back on Saturday, the photographer he when he looked at the photograph given by him, then he said, oh, it's me. When he looked at the picture, he was not able to recognize himself. He said that it's me. The photographer, it seems that photographer he was thinking that the person is very happy looking at his picture. So he was, he had some pride in his way, and he said yes. He unfolded the proof of a large photograph, and what he has given a large photograph, and where he said, the person, he asked him that, is it me? So he said, yes, it's you. And then they both sat together and they were talking about this new photograph. The eyes. So he said, don't look very much like mine. The person, he said that these eyes, they don't look like as if they are mine. To the person, he said that, yes, I have retouched them, that is why. I have spent a lot of time. Now see how splendidly they have come. Then he said, fine. I said, but surely my eyebrows are not like that. So he said that, okay, eyes you worked, but I think that my eyebrows are also not like this. So he said, no, it's not like this. I have removed your eyebrows, and with a process known as Delphi, I have put a new ones there. Then later on he said that, see, what about this mouth? I said with a bitterness that was lost on the photographer. He said, is that mine? So now photographer, he adjusted a little and he said, yours is too low, so I could not use it. Then he asked about ears. So he went for taking a photograph where eyes are not his. He don't have his eyebrows also. He don't have his mouth. He don't have his ears. Now what is left in the photograph? So he is getting furious now. Okay. These ears are just like mine. So photographer, he said, yes. Said the photographer thoughtfully, that's so, but I can fix that all right in the print. So he's saying, yes, it looks like yours, but they are also not okay, but I will fix them. Means I will make them look more better by removing these ears entirely, and I will. So he's about to say something, but the person who went to take his photograph, so he interrupted, and what he says that, you have animated all my features. Okay, now this picture which is there, this photograph, it does not look like me. I wanted a photograph to be taken so that I can gift it to someone when after my death, if they want to remember me, so my friends can keep this photograph with them to reconcile my loss. But this photograph does not look like me. So the person was not happy with the photograph, and what he said that, you have removed my eyes, you have corrected my mouth, adjusted my face, restored my lips, everything you have done, and it seems that it is not me. So better you keep this photograph for yourself, because my friends, I don't look like the same. So my friends, what they will be doing by keeping this photograph with them. Okay, so this is about the story. Now when we talk about the central theme in the story, so this poem highlights how photography has reduced the human individuality by creating artificial poses. Okay, and because of that, his individuality was lost. So if we say that this poem exposes what society's obsession with perfect appearance. So photographer, he don't want that person to look what he is, because he want that he should look actually a perfect person. His appearance should be perfect. Whatever lackings are there in his face, facial expressions and everything, he wanted to change them. He wanted to alter them to look him more perfect in the picture. Okay, loss of natural expressions. How photographers impose uniform standards of beauty. How he imposed that, yes, eye should be like this, ear should be like this, brows should like this. So he wanted uniform standards of beauty. Then next is, the poem suggests that in the attempt to look perfect, human personality is sacrificed. Means when he want that he should look perfect, who the person should look perfect, so what he did, he made various changes over there. But by doing these changes, what is lost? The human personality is sacrificed. Means that person himself is being sacrificed over there. Okay, he don't have any his own touch there. Now a new person was there in the photograph. Now moving ahead to the poetic devices, if we see here, you can see irony is there. Purpose of photograph is to capture likeness, how he looks like. Okay, but what was the final image? Final image was that it does not resemble to the person. He wanted his own photograph to be taken where he want himself to see, but actually what photograph he got as an output, it was totally different from the person. So irony is there. Example, we can see the man says the photograph does not look like him, but after that also photographer, what he insisted, he says that it is the best. Means photographer, he was having pride in his words by saying that you were not best, I have made you best by doing all these changes. Then next is humor and satire. Why humor and satire? Because repeated instructions this person was giving. Okay, this photographer was giving. The poem gently mocks professional arrogance and social vanity, but photographer, he want to look him the best. Okay, now this is what professional arrogance. Why he used this professional arrogance? Because all these features that person does not had, but the photographer, he want him to be the best. Okay, social vanity, if we talk about, the social vanity is about when a person's public image, okay, what you are from inside and what you are there in social media. Okay, there are differences na, how you actually look and how your DP looks on social media platforms. So everyone knows that. So that is social vanity. Repetition. Next poetic device is repetition. So why repetition is there? Because here this person, photographer, when he commands that person, you open your mouth, close your mouth. So everything what he emphasizes here is the mechanical nature of photography. Okay. Next is contrast. When we talk about contrast, so the person, what he actually is, but what he is there in the picture, the both things are contrasting. Natural self versus artificial image. So what he was actually a natural person, how he looks like, but the use of technology the photographer created, the image created by the photographer was completely different. Colloquial language is what? Simple conversational tone makes the poem relatable and realistic. The words used in this poem, it appears that they are realistic. Okay. Then next, if we talk about what are the thoughts that this person carries, a person who went for getting his photograph done. So he is patient. We can see from the story, we can see that he is patient, because what photographer was telling him, how he says, what kind of poses he want, everything was borne by this person. So everything he was patient enough to bear everything. So he was initially cooperative, believing the photographer that he knows the best, because he is the professional to click photographs. So the person was also believing that he knows the best. But after passage of time, after slowly, what he realizes, he got confused and he was dissatisfied. Why he was dissatisfied? Because the photographer was only pointing out his mistakes in the face. He was not bothered about how true, how real he looks. He was not bothered about. But what actually picture he made was completely different. So the true self is missing. This photograph represents society's idea of perfection, not his identity. Though everyone wants a perfect person, but he don't want actually how this person is. Identity is lost. He symbolizes common people who surrender individuality for social approval. So what he symbolizes here? He symbolizes this story. In this story, this person symbolizes what he is. it is said that he is a common person who surrenders his individuality. He surrenders everything, his individuality. Why? Because he wanted to be approved in society. Okay, societal images, like the photograph that you post on social media, it is different, and actually how you look like, it is different. We use filters, we use various technological things to look that picture perfect. The same way this person, it is said here in this story that he lost his individuality just for the social approval. The people, it symbolizes that common people, they lose their individuality just to get the approval from society. Now we come on photographer thoughts and what he used to think while he was doing all these corrections and all. So let's see. He was confident about, he was authoritative, and he had mechanical knowledge. Okay, so he was confident, authoritative, as well as he had a mechanical language so that he could make these changes. He believes that technical perfection is more important than truth. So this person, the photographer, what he believes, that what he is doing is actually, he was not at all moved by all these words said by the photographer. He wanted that he should look perfect. Stephen Leacock successfully blends humor with social criticism, making the poem entertaining yet thought-provoking. So he uses a simple language and also blends humor with social criticism, and he makes the poem entertaining but thought-provoking also. Why thought-provoking? Because here in this story, he emphasizes mainly on individuality. When we try too hard to fit in society's idea of perfection, we lose our real selves. So in social gatherings also, you want to look according to the norms set up by society. You wanted to adhere those norms, but actually it is not true. True identity lies in natural expressions, not artificial images. So this is the key message given by this story by Stephen Leacock. He wanted to focus more on individuality. Okay, you try to fit yourself in social standards, okay, but not up to that limit that you lose your individuality also. So this story, it has all the points are covered here in this video. If you have any more further confusion, so you can always send a message like this. I will be explaining all the chapters. Thank you.